Welcome back to Boku Vlog. We're gonna put these on the light tank here in a few. We got ourselves a biscuit pan made by Lodge. Not sure when, but it's probably late 90s, early 2000s, maybe a little later, not sure. But I liked it. I seen it, I picked it up for 14 bucks. Don't think I did too bad. I picked this up for 5 bucks. Didn't know what it was when I first bought it, but I knew it was something decent. It had to be BSR. And when I first seen it, I let it set for a few weeks. And I was worried about some fire damage maybe around here. And I looked it up. It's BSR. Some will say it's a breakfast skillet. Regardless, it's not showing any wobble right now. Sometimes it will. It won't show a wobble on the grill or the stove. 3 out of 4 places in the mall that I was at, some had a wobble, some didn't. But regardless, I may sell this. I don't know. 5 bucks, didn't do bad. We'll use it. It may go in my collection, but we're going to throw this into the lye bath here in a little bit. We're going to come back and do a full restoration on both. Like and subscribe. All right, we are back. Make sure you like and subscribe to Boku Vlog. This pan here, the BSR skillet, has been setting in the lye bath for about 18 days roughly. I put it in around the 26th of November, and today I think is the 14th-ish, somewhere in there. But it's slowing down. It's not working as good. It's cold outside. We're in Indiana, so it's not working as good. One thing I have done on some of my days off is I put a fish tank heater in it, turned it on. I just don't want to leave it on 24/7, especially when I'm not at home. So we're going to clean this up real quick. It's probably going to have to go back in. The back part looks really good. And we're going to scrub on this with a SOS pad. Try to get as much. It actually may all just come off. If it does, that's even better. I don't like to work on this in the house, but weather has said otherwise. And my garage isn't set up. I do have a sink out there, but it's just not set up right now. It's a mess. I gotta get a workstation going so I can work out there on days that are horrible. It's definitely gonna go back in. We'll be back here in a few. I'm going to keep scrubbing on what I'm doing. I'll probably hit the back up a little bit, even though it doesn't look like it really needs it. And then I'll show you what it looks like before we get it back in the tank. And maybe here in a little bit, we'll bring out that muffin pan and we'll get it cleaned up as well. We're back once again. We got the Lodge muffin pan here. It actually cleaned up really good. I don't see a whole lot of seasoning on this. This one may not need to go back in. It might, just to be safe and sorry. I cleaned it off again outside in the garage. I just basically used soap and water and a towel. I wasn't out there with a SOS pad or anything. And there was quite a bit of rust in this pan and this pan through here. I knew there was some rust on this one. A lot of it, I think, was hidden from the seasoning. I think, again, somebody threw some seasoning on it. Maybe used it a few times, I don't know. I don't remember seeing as much rust on top as I did in the back. I'll have to go back, look at pictures and videos. But we're gonna clean this up for a little bit. I know I'm kind of hitting everything all at once, not little areas, but we'll get there. I don't know if I'm going to work today on getting the rust off. I need to go look for a small tote that I can use here in the house and have it set. Right now I'm not really working trying to get the rust off because I don't have any vinegar solution that I'm using. I'm just making sure the seasoning's off. And what rust was on there is actually coming off. So this pan's going to be pretty easy to get cleaned up here. All right, so I'm going to do is I'm going to get this pan with soap and water again, just to make sure I got all the lye off, and get it dried down as much as possible. And I may go ahead and throw it back in a lye bath with the other one for an extra day or two, and actually it'll probably be till next week, and then we'll get working on this, and hopefully we can use this for the new year. Hey, welcome back to Boku Vlog. So we are going to try to work on this biscuit pan. It's a Lodge. It's got some rust through here, some outer rust up there. That's not going to be hard. It's going to be a pain in the butt to get them out of these little cracks. We got some through here. I was trying to find a tote that would work, and so I actually just went to the Big Lots today, picked this up for like $6, litter box, and it does fit right in. So we're going to add some vinegar, 50-50 solution along with water, and we'll start working on this here in a little bit. We'll be back. Okay, just a quick update. This has actually only been setting for about maybe 30, maybe 40 minutes, and you can already see the starting to bubble up a little bit, so it's working. I may take it out here in a little bit and scrub on it, and then we'll throw it back in. All right, we're back. This has been going for about an hour in the vinegar. You hear the kids yelling in the background, I apologize. They're working on their room, so you know how that goes. Yeah, the kids are excited because they got a hamster for Christmas. Today is the 26th of December.
The name is Benny, I think.
The rest is actually, it's hard to see, but these were all rusted in. It's actually coming off.
The smell smells so familiar.
You're smelling the vinegar interacting with
it smells like Subway.
Smells like Subway. So far, this is cleaning off pretty decent. Most of it, I think, is just surface rust. This side doesn't bother me so much. It's the other side I think is going to give us fits. So I'm going to use this thing. We're going to keep just basically going around everything. Then we'll flip it over, work on the other side. But I'm not going to sit here and bore you with the details, but that's basically just an SOS pad or a Brillo pad. I'm not going to clean it off with water right now. I may dip it back into the vinegar solution. So if I put water on it, it's just going to sit here and kind of flash rust. Hopefully we can get this done tonight, because I'd like to start working on some seasoning. We'll be back. We are back for a quick update. So we got this thing oiled up. I don't think this is going to be one of my best restorations. I think there's when I was trying to prevent the flash rust with the Pam spray, I think I got a little bit too much.
Subscribe.
But so one of these pans is probably going to be darker than the other, which is fine. This is I'm keeping. It's going to be my daily user, and we're going to put another at least 3, maybe 4 or 5 rounds of seasoning on this before it's all said and done. And we're gonna start using this, not only for biscuits, but I think some eggs would be good in here, or sausage, or we'll come up with some other different ideas, except for just biscuits all the time. But this is probably gonna be one of my favorite pans. We're gonna get this in the oven, and then maybe here in a little bit, we'll start working on some other stuff. Hey, we're back. I'm sorry if I'm moving the phone around. I'm holding it, it's not on a tripod. But right now, we're getting ready to work on this BSR breakfast skillet. It's got some rust on it. It's not actually too bad a shape. It's been in the light tank probably every bit of a month, maybe actually probably a little over a month. There's still a little bit of stuff up here I can't get off. I was scrubbing on it when I was cleaning the light stuff off, but we'll do our best. It actually looks in really good shape. There might be a slight wobble, depends where you have it. There's no wobble there. I bring it over here, there's a slight wobble. I put it on the stove, and this depends which burner it's on. But we're gonna get this into the 50-50 water vinegar solution, and we're gonna let it set for a little bit. We'll be back. Hey, we are back. This has been setting in the vinegar for about an hour. We're gonna start scrubbing on this for a little bit. It's definitely gonna have to go back in. I can already see some of the rust that was over here on the side has already come off, but looking at it, there's still a lot more. Actually coming off pretty easy. Of course, I'm gonna have to wash it off. Some of it's still hidden in there, but still don't think we'll get this pan done today, but we'll see. Backside. I think the backside's the first. This is probably going to be my go-to skillet for eggs in the morning. I think the sides were too bad, but it doesn't hurt. All right, we'll be back here in a minute. I'm gonna scrub this a little more, and then before we get it back into the vinegar bath, we'll do an update. All right, this is where we're at right now. The backside is actually looking pretty good. The dark spots, I think that's just where it got hot. I don't think it's fire damage, but it happens. We'll get this side cleaned up a little more. We're going to throw it back into the vinegar bath. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back. We are going to be seasoning these cast irons up. This is the last one I was working on. It's the BSR breakfast skillet. And I threw it back into the vinegar bath the other day, and took it out about every 20-30 minutes, scrubbed and scrubbed. Got the rust. There was a lot of rust back here, right through here. We got it cleaned up pretty good. It's gonna look a lot better. There's some pitting through here, and some spots I can't get out. There's a little nick right in there. I think it might be from a flaw. But we're gonna get these have 1 round of seasoning, and we're gonna finish getting these seasoned up. Probably do another 3 or 4 rounds, at least. Maybe do 5 or 6 rounds. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know if I'm going to show every single round. I may, but I had these in the oven for a little bit at about 185 for about 15-20 minutes. Took them out, So we're gonna, since they're a little warm, we're gonna get them seasoned up. And just remember, you don't have to take a lot of oil and put on there. I like to dab this a couple times. It's coffee filters, and kind of go over it. And once you get it all seasoned up, you can take a clean filter, or maybe a paper towel, or if you want to use a rag, kind of just clean it up again. Sometimes it looks dry, and you're like, oh, there's no seasoning on it, so I got to put more. Well, and that's what happens when you get those splotchy, like drippy messes on cast irons, and that happens. If it does, unless you're going to resell it, just use it. Eventually it will clean itself, and you use it enough, it's not going to stay in mint condition. I'm going to do the same thing to the back. I started doing this in the oven again. I was using my smoker outside, but I changed it up. I'm using avocado seasoning, and the smoking point's a lot higher. Somewhere like 520 degrees. Well, I can't get my smoker that high. I can get it up to 400, 425. And so I'm doing it in the house again. And it's not too bad. The steam kind of gets to you after a while, but that just means company doesn't come over, and it's nice and quiet. All right, that's all I'm going to put on this round. I'm going to work on this other one. We'll get these in the oven, and they'll be done here in about an hour. All right, this is the last of the videos. This is the 5th round of the seasoning. It actually turned out pretty good. I can't sit there and say I'm totally satisfied with everything. There's, I don't know if you can see it. There's some stuff through here from the pitting, but it'll darken up once I start cooking on this. This is gonna be my go-to for the eggs. Pretty happy with this. Came out pretty good. There's a few dark spots where you got the oil. There's a spot back there. I think I got a little too much oil on, but it actually came out pretty good. This one I'm going to use for some biscuits, and definitely going to use for some eggs and other stuff. But these are going to be my go-to. We're keeping this. We're not selling it. If you want to watch more videos like this, like and subscribe to Boku Vlog.